Okay, hi. I'm Tony,
I'm Tinley.
and this is our podcast, Voices from the Field. And we're here with.
Mike Geiger.
Today we're going to be asking him questions about ag evolving. Okay, just start with a little intro about yourself.
Well, I was raised on the farm all the time, and then we moved up here from Galva when I was in third grade, and farmed with my dad for a while. And then the farm was sold out from under us, but we raised cattle and hogs. So from when we did that to what it is now is totally different. I mean, especially corn planting and that kind of stuff has really changed.
Okay, how long have you been farming?
Well, off and on, I worked in the factory for 33 years, but I was still working after I got done there, and for Northland Farms for 20 years after that. So pretty near all my life been farming. Worked for John Deere dealer for 3 years, 4 years I guess it was, working on machinery. So
Okay.
while I was going to school.
If you had to choose one, what would be your favorite childhood memory from when you were farming with your family?
I suppose showing cattle at the fair.
Did you do good at the fair?
Yeah, usually, I mean, I haven't showed for a couple of years now, but I'm hoping to show this year again. So
How many head do you have of cattle?
I got four cows right now.
I just heard them. Um, what are the pros and cons of farming since when you began and now that you would say?
Somewhat easier as far as some of the stuff. When we were planting corn, we used to have to find the right size plate to put in the planter. Now you just build a big central unit, and it don't matter what size kernels and stuff are. So, and you don't even have to handle bags anymore. And as far as combining, the bigger combines, you can watch the monitor, and it tells you what your yield is going through the field, and that's pretty good. I got to run the combine a few years ago, and compared to what I used to was running, it was a whole lot nicer.
Um, what would be the biggest impact that technology and new machinery have on your farming?
Biggest impact, you get a better picture of what your yields and stuff are doing. I think. I mean, it's a little easier, but you gotta know computer systems and all that, so you can get it all plugged in and everything to work right. I mean, there's always issues with that because they don't always work with each other. Something.
Yeah. Yep.
And
So farming is your like full-time job right now? Like that's what you do?
well, not right now. I'm retired actually,
Okay.
so I
Yeah.
just work.
So when
Is
you
it harder or easier to make a living?
so like when you were younger, do you think it was like harder or easier for your family to make a living off of farming than it is now with
Than it
like
is
the
now.
technology and stuff that we have?
You got a lot more you have to pay attention to nowadays with the markets and everything changing so
Mhm.
much. I don't think it's really any easier than it was back then. I mean, you still had there was what we had 7 in our family altogether, 5 kids, and
Wow.
we were making a living. Mom didn't work, so it was working then, but you had to work harder.
Yeah. So you had 4 siblings?
Five.
Five
Yeah, I got
siblings.
four
Four
siblings. Yeah,
four siblings.
four
So did
siblings.
you guys like argue over like chores and stuff a lot since you guys had that kind of like
No,
growing up?
we didn't argue over it because we had our own 4-H cattle and stuff, so we
Yeah.
had to get our chores done. And if
Just kind of like accepted that. Like,
yeah,
yeah, that's just what I have
get
to
the
do.
yard mowed is
Right.
what you got to do, and when it was time to do field work and stuff, you had to do it.
All right.
Get out of school early and come home
Yeah.
and start working.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a bonus.
All right. If the wind would.
It's a good thing there's a breeze.
Yeah. How do you believe? Wow. How do you believe consumer demands have changed in farming?
Types of corn. Now everybody's worried about insecticide, herbicides, and all that. But if we didn't have that, and I mean they keep them safe anyway, we wouldn't be raising as much corn and
Right.
beans as we was back then. I mean, the yield now as compared to 30 years ago has more than doubled almost.
Okay.
I can remember when we were doing it. If you got 120 bushel an acre of corn, you were doing good.
Yeah.
Now I think this past fall we were close to 250 average.
Mm.
So we had some that was right at almost 300.
All
And it
right.
was different varieties of corn, new hybrids. It all makes a difference. But you're getting a lot more yield, but the price was better. It isn't very good right now, but it was better.
Um. Do you use? Wait for that car to go by. What methods or tools do you still use today that you did when you were a kid, or your family used?
Pitchfork and buckets for feeding. I just took steer to the butcher this morning, so.
Do you? I forgot what I was gonna ask. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from watching Ag evolve?
You got to learn more computer skills if you're going to stay in it and watch the markets and all that good stuff. I mean, you got to watch a lot more stuff now than you did before.
Yeah.
With everything that's changing all the time, the markets are up and down all the time, and you kind of
look at them now because of the way that they're set up.
It is a little easier to watch than what, yeah, because back then we didn't have computers to look all that stuff up, or you just had to call your elevator to find out prices. But
Yeah.
now you can get online and look.
Yeah.
So that part of it's easier, but you still got, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down?
Right.
When to sell it? And
what do you think the future of farming will look like?
it's probably going to get more technology. They're already, I know, working with
Right.
tractors that drive themselves.
Yeah, like robots.
Yeah, now I know that there's a sprayer system and it's up north of Milledgeville that's already kind of in progress working. It goes and sprays when it wants to. We happened to see it one night going by with all the lights were sitting in the field. Well, that's an automatic sprayer. It sprays when the wind's not blowing or when it's not going to rain, and spot sprays I think too. They've gone to where they can. I don't know how they're doing that for tell where the weeds are in the field, and it'll only spray in those spots. You're gonna save on chemicals that way.
Yeah.
As long as your stuff is good.
Yeah.
So do you think that those robots that we see in agriculture are like definitely benefiting, or do you think like it's got its downsides to it?
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's going to take a while to perfect it. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, because it's like so technical. It's like to trust it to do it without any human insight.
Going to be the thing, because as of right now, you got your auto steer. Some of these guys that work late at night. Now, the guy I worked for found that when you get close to the end, after you're going, it beeps, so you can turn on the end. Well, if you're putting long hours in, when I talked to him, he said it needs to beep a lot louder because he had fallen asleep going across the fields. He don't touch nothing, and when he got to the end, he almost woke up in time to turn his defense. And I've heard of people driving in cricks and through fences because of that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be laughing, but I thought that was funny.
It kind of is.
Their paycheck, or not for their wallet.
No.
If a young person wanted to start farming, what's a piece of advice you'd give them?
Hopefully you can get started with somebody that'll help you back you a little bit, because to get started now with the money you'd have to put out is
like start with like a internship somewhere.
Yeah, that would be the best thing. That's what's happening to where I work now, because the owner died
Mm.
this spring unexpectedly. So the one hired man is trying to get part of it to take over part of it. He's not going to do the whole thing. But
Yeah.
I guess there is grants and stuff that they can get for loans for money.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to buy machinery, and you to buy machinery now is yeah,
Yes.
machinery is a lot higher price than what it was. Even buying used stuff is going to be
Yeah.
expensive. But
Are-
if they're working for somebody, and if the guy's going to retire, that's would be the best way to get into or family farm.
Right. I just had to
You
shut
got
it.
tired.
Yeah. Are your cattle on your farm? Like. Think the microphones are strong enough to take that one out?
No, not that one.
Not
that
that
guy's
one.
loud when he goes by.
Are your cattle on your property here?
No,
Oh.
I rent pasture ground. I can see them
Oh,
from the house, though. They're just down the road a little bit.
That's cool.
But I'll bet right now they're all standing in the creek in the shade. So
Yeah. Oh, what like compelled you to be like do what your family did?
Like to continue doing it.
Yeah.
because I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, raising the cattle and the hogs, and it was a way of life for a number of years. So
Mhm.
You just kept going.
Mhm.
Did you ever think about going into like a different career field, or has it always just been farming?
well, I worked in the factory for 33
Oh
years.
yes,
so
right. I remember now.
that because of the money
Of course.
at the
yes,
time, if
like,
you're just working for somebody, money and insurance, you gotta
you gotta
think of
do
all
what you
that
gotta
when
do.
you're doing. So
yeah.
but I was able to keep working 4 or 5 hours a night,
Mhm.
fall and the spring after I got done
Mhm.
during the day. So
Did you like enjoy that a lot, or was it more
Yeah.
so just yeah?
it's not really work now. I mean, most time now in fall, I just drive the truck and haul the corn.
Yeah.
Now, this year might be a little bit different. We don't know how it's going to work yet. I might be in the combine. I don't know. I have been in the combine before.
really?
The one year I was in the combine, took over for the other guy's dad when he was still running it. So at 4 o'clock, I go in the combine till 9.
Oh dang. That's like a long that's a long day.
Yeah,
Just
but I mean, it wasn't that bad. We were usually done 8:30, 9 o'clock. We quit.
Mhm.
This past year, we were done by 6 o'clock. He didn't
Oh,
want to
that's
work
good.
late. His wife wanted him home, so
yeah, that's
more. And
reasonable.
we didn't need to work late for what we had to do.
right.
And most of the time we caught the dryer, we couldn't go any farther anyway. We couldn't have any place to haul it.
Right.
All of you involved in some sort of farming or not?
Oh yeah, my grandpa farms
Okay,
a lot.
you're not.
I get plagued with the cleaning out the bins.
Yes. That's always a nice job, especially this kind of weather.
No, because my grandpa likes like you gotta be in jeans. He doesn't want your legs cut up or anything like that, so it gets hot.
Yes, it does.
Oh, and mowing and baling hay. That's probably one of the worst.
Square bale, small squares?
Yeah.
Say there's very few people to do that anymore.
Mhm. We had horses, and that's
Okay,
how.
yep. That'll.
Yeah.
I used to do that when I was in high school. There was 4 guys around that all of us in 4-H and all, we're all together kind of. That's what we did all summer long was bale hay for everybody.
No,
most
thank
of
you.
the time they would try not to all be baling at the same time, but it didn't always happen that way. But yeah, I was always like 4 or 5 guys I always baled for all summer long.
So you had long summer days, hot long summer days.
Most of it wasn't terrible. The one guy that we baled for, yeah, we put up a lot of hay for him. So they were dairy farmers.
Yeah.
And that's usually who we baled for was dairy farmers.
So do you like raise cows and then like send them to butcher shops and you make money off that too?
Well, the one in the butcher shop's going in my freezer right now that I took. So,
No.
but then it gets split between all my kids, so they're stuff. But I do sell the calves off, and I got a guy over here that buys the calves when I wean them, so I don't have to feed them out. And with the price of them right now, it's better to get rid of them. Corn is cheap right now, so it's not so bad to feed them out. So, but like call cows or something, that I got rid of one cow last year because she was open when we checked her in November. So, not going to feed her all winter long. She don't have a calf. She always had a small calf anyway, so she went to Walnut. For the price, yeah, you can't afford to feed them for that, for what you get right now.
Inflation.
Well, yeah. Numbers are down out west yet, so hopefully the market stays up for a little bit, because I'm going to get her rid of one cow this November after we wean her.
Yeah.
She's not that old yet, but she's got some health issues, and when she freshens, her teats get too big for the calves to grab when she has a calf right away. So I've been fortunate the last 2 years. The calves have done well, and after about a month, they're fine. They get them down, but and she has a lot of milk. But
did you ever work with dairy cows or just beef cows?
Just beef cows.
Okay.
Other than helping my grandpa when they used to milk cows, but they used to milk them by hand. They didn't have milkers. They milked by hand, and they had 18
How
cows.
long would that usually take to fully get done?
It'd take an hour and a half, but there was 3 of them milking.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I could milk 2 cows to their 5 or 6, so there was only a couple cows that I could milk without getting kicked off the seat. But yeah, that's a trick when you got to do it that way.
Yeah, might take a little bit longer.
Sit on those stool and hold the bucket in your knees and just keep milking away. And then we hauled at that time we hung the buckets up. I mainly just carried buckets to the water tank when they put them in milk cans and just run cold water until the milk truck come next morning to get them.
Yeah.
That's how they did it, and have nice coolers and stuff to put them in, but it didn't hurt the milk usually.
No.
I know there was wildfires in Texas a while ago. Did that impact the beef that you sell?
Yeah, that did impacted beef a lot. What, 2 years ago when that was? Because we were at a cattle sale in Alabama, and a lot of the cattle on that sale went to Texas because the guy's trying to replace everything.
Oh. So do you travel to cattle shows and stuff like that, or auctions?
Not as much as I used to. We go down to the Southeast Red Angus sale.
Oh yeah.
So we got Red Angus calves. So was my brother, so I went with him. We went down. We usually go down every year. Usually end of March is when it is. But
yeah.
I didn't go this year because my cows were calving at that time. So.
Oh. So do you only have red?
I got one black. She's half Red Angus and half Simmental. I got one black one left, and she's the one that's going to go this year. She's not that old yet, but she's got health issues. And
yeah. Yeah. What's the price difference? If they can't hear you.
They're not. There is a little bit. There shouldn't be, because actually the Red Angus will produce better than Black Angus on hot days like this.
All right.
They said in our meetings down there that Red Angus is high is 10 degrees cooler than Black Angus. So you can find my cows will be out in this kind of weather out in the pasture eating, where the black ones will be under the trees where it's cooler. They do back off on feed and stuff when it's hot like that. The black ones will. I mean, I had Red Angus is what I started out with, but didn't have a bull, and so I was using the neighbor's bull, which is a Simmental, black Simmental bull. So getting around now that I'm getting all Red Angus, I my own heifer calves sometimes, so I'm buying Red Angus semen.
Yeah.
Trying to get back after this year. I'll be back to all red.
Yeah, we used AI for when we bred my horse. Yeah. When you were a kid, would you say cows were your favorite area of farming rather than in the fields, or was it just kind of a little bit of both that you liked?
We did pigs and cattle.
Oh.
When I was growing up, so we had both. And my dad actually had sheep when they started, but I don't remember much of that. I was too young for that. I know we had some at the time, but when we moved up here, it was just hogs and cattle is all we had.
Did you
So,
wish that you like did something else other than the hogs and the cattle?
no, I always enjoyed all that. So
You did.
I
Yeah.
mean, I still work with them and something to do. It's not really work now like working in the factory. You know, you have to get up and go. Yeah, you still got to get up and feed and everything, but it's
But
not.
like, it's more
different.
casual.
It's a different kind of
'Cause-
work.
Yeah. It's like you enjoy doing it
It's more
rather than
enjoyable.
like getting out of bed and
Yeah,
going
half
Just
of it.
driving to a factory every day.
Yeah, I don't miss getting up at 5 o'clock every morning. So
5 a.m.
I had to be to work by 6.
That's wild. I couldn't do it. I'd sleep past my alarm every day.
Some mornings I'd be up before that in the wintertime because I usually had to plow snow for a couple driveways. So I'd be out at 4 o'clock in the morning plowing before I went to work.
Wow. No, thank you.
I would not want to do that.
There's a lot of people that won't get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm one of them.
Yeah. No, I'm one too. I'm not a morning person at all.
I think once, like, if I were to get up at like 5 a.m., once I'm up for like an hour, I can manage, socialize, and
I
all
think
those
the
things.
only time I really want, not necessarily want to get out of bed, it's like when I have something to do for FFA. Like, we went to state convention, and I was hopping out of bed at like 4 in the morning. Or, like, yeah. It's really FFA and horses I'll get out of bed for. School,
School doesn't matter. We can be making that.
yeah. But morning officer meetings, I don't want to get out of bed for that either. But I'll get over it. It'll be fun.
You'll get used to it after a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, once you do that for so often, you get used to getting up there early. But
It'll be easier. You're used to the routine.
It'll be easier if you go to bed early.
Okay. Alrighty. What were your thoughts on our 2025 Pharmapalooza?
I wasn't there
that,
too
right?
much. I was there for a little bit. I was working that day, so I couldn't be there all day.
Oh.
It turned out I was home. We were doing field work, and we were about done. I could have stayed all day. It wouldn't have
Yeah.
mattered. But at the time, I couldn't commit to it. So
Yeah.
because I know they called me for a cow calf on Monday, and you know it was Thursday. Yeah, couldn't commit to that, but I said I would for next year.
Didn't you do it 2 years ago? You brought them?
Yes, I did.
Was it fun?
I mean, we've been fortunate and had good weather the last 3 or 4 years, except for the rain here a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
But it quit and got nice, so it wasn't too bad. But
It was kind of hot this year.
that was fairly nice compared to what it has been.
Yeah, it's been bad. Yeah, it's
it
been.
was pretty warm that one year. Now I know, talking with the Millersville vet, they didn't know what to expect, but I'm sure they'll come down again for
Mhm.
that if they're invited. Good big. She said they couldn't believe. I said, "Is this all it's gonna be?" I said, "You wait till about 9 o'clock."
Yeah.
And from 9
kids
to
come
1, she said
flooding
they
in.
were talking the whole time, and she said that was impressive.
Yeah. It's a big hit with
All the
our
school stuff.
elementary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, especially our elementary. It's a really big thing.
Some of them don't really pay attention to what you're saying, but there's a couple that like are
Ye-
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the older grades will help better than that.
It's a little crazy with the animals, especially this year was a little insane with the animals. Like,
Brand new baby cat.
yeah.
Yeah, that was. Well, if I'd have brought the one, she'd only been a month old.
How old was the one that was there?
That was. It wasn't that was. It was only a couple days. I thought they said.
Oh
It was
my.
young.
Like it could barely stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was less than a week old.
Oh my lord. No, I brought my horse and there was like people like scaling the fence trying to like touch her, and by like 11 o'clock she was very much over it.
Yep.
And there was a lot of screaming and yelling and arguments if chickens were ducks and if ducks were chickens.
Didn't matter what I said. I like mine already.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. When I took the cow calf a year ago, about noon, she'd had enough because she was starting to charge the gate a little bit. So
Oh
if
yeah,
if I
same
do
with
it
my
again,
horse.
I'm gonna tie them to the trailer like the other ones did,
Yeah.
and just put gates around them.
Yeah.
It's a little
The-
safer that way.
Yeah. The lawn crew definitely hated me this year because it was messed up. Oh yeah. The grass was very messed up this year, but it's fine.
I don't think.
We'll around here.
Last year, didn't it rain?
Yeah, it was
Yes.
worse the last year when it rained because.
Oh yeah, we made like a mud pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that.
I don't know what we call them. The lawn. Yeah. Our lawn crew. I don't know.
Got fertilized.
Yeah, they. I don't know. Yeah.
It did chew it up a little bit though because it was muddy. So.
Yeah, my horse was like pacing, so it looked like the middle was fine for a little like enclosure thing, but she like paced the
Outside.
yeah, so it like tore up. It looked like a little, I don't know, it was just very tore up.
Well, and the pigs we had the year before really tore the ground up too.
The hogs were definitely no, no. Gracie brought the hogs. I think who helped her? It was like Gracie and Kim did them last year. They were loud and they were smelly, so we did not do them this year. Well, yep. It was a little distracting. So were the cars.
This road's busy. Better now that it's not quite as noisy since they got it all blacktop.
Oh
With the trucks
yeah.
and everything hitting all the holes before, it was terrible.
Okay. Yeah. That's like when they were redoing Route 30 right outside my house. It used to be really, really loud. And now it's the semis will hit the bridge and then you'll hear it sounds like it like flipped. Like it's very loud when it hits the bridge. But yeah. The corn looks like it grew really fast this year.
Yeah.
The knee high of 4th of July did not apply this year. It was overachieving.
It past few years it hasn't, as long as we get enough rain. And now right in here we haven't had the rain that you go 10 miles either direction have got more rain than we've had.
Yeah, my grandpa's corn is pretty tall this year. Yeah.
I know we left on the 11th of June when corn was only this tall. We came back on the 23rd and it's better than waist high. So
yeah. Yeah. My grandpa likes that because harvest comes quicker and then he's done quicker for the winter. But that means he gets to do all his books.
Last fall was a great fall. We didn't have any rain out days. Basically, in 30 days, we were done with everything. Field work was all done. We were done by the 2nd of November.
How many acres would you say you have to farm?
They farmed like 1,800 is what we had.
All right.
So
that's good.
But I know the other guys got way more than that. So
yeah, my grandpa has quite a few. He's not done within 30 days for sure. I don't know how that bike could produce so much noise. All the way down there. Yeah. Have you had much equipment issues this year?
No. They had a little bit when they got started with the planter.
It's always a planter.
It was
always
monitor issues. And they had to do an update on the program in it.
Yeah.
Because I think it was Peabody's mechanic said he just got done doing one just like it. It was 2 years old and the same problem, so they ended up having to put new software in to get it to go right. And then they lost part of the program, and it took them a while to find it to get it back in. So a couple days starting with the corn planter, they had some issues, but once they got that fixed, we didn't have much trouble the rest of the time. Got it done fairly good time. We had a week for rain out there. We couldn't get in the field, but after that, we finished up pretty good.
Alrighty. What does a typical day look like for you when you are either planting or harvesting?
Well, I'm usually up there by 7:30 and get everything greased up and we get running. And we quit 6, 7 o'clock at night when we were quitting for planting. That's getting close to being done with a field or something, we'd finish it up so we can get ready to move for the next day.
Yeah.
Harvest the same way. We're usually running by 8 o'clock in the morning when we're getting combine and I usually get the trucks all filled up with fuel when we need it and get them ready to go.
Yeah. What would you say would be like a setback to any of that?
Rain.
Right?
I mean, when you get a lot of rain, that's usually about the only thing that sets us back.
Yeah.
If it rains.
Or equipment breaking.
It's not like an everyday type job now. When it rains, do you guys just like not do it that day and like reschedule type work?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like kind of make your own schedule and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it's raining, we might have some work to do in the shop or something. And I don't usually do too much. I will help out if they want help.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had cows to work in between time part of the time, so I'd help with that if they needed it.
Yeah, so kind of just like.
Otherwise, I come home.
Yeah, like no, thank you. I don't want to be wet.
Well, don't bother me none. We're not working outside most of the time anyway. But.
Yeah.
Free shower. Free game for a shower. Alrighty. On, like the, I don't know how to like set a scenario for this, but on average, when it's like, let's go harvesting season, how long would you say your hours would be for that day?
For that day?
Yeah.
We used to run 12-hour days, but now he cut it back, so an hour, 10 hours. 8, 9, and a couple days was quicker than that because we caught the dryer, so we were done at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We only worked 8-hour days.
Yeah. Right.
And then usually, well, this past fall was basically a month and we were done. And they don't work Sundays, so we only work 6 days a week.
Right.
Some people work Sundays, but they don't work Sundays, so. I think there's only been all 20 years that I worked for them. We worked one Sunday. And an afternoon to try and get, I think we were trying to finish up beans.
Right. What time of year, when you were like younger with your family, run farm, what would you say would be the busiest time for like your farm?
The fall would be the busiest time, harvest time.
Harvest time?
Yep.
I mean, that makes
sense. We did hay all summer long too, so every month we'd be doing hay, but we chopped it, put it in the harvest store.
Right. How did your family decide to do animals and crops, not just one?
That's what they always started out with. So when my dad started farming, they had cattle all the time. So
yeah,
we just kept doing it.
Was it your parents that started it, or has it been very generational?
Yeah, was it like a generational pass down the farm?
I don't. Where they were when they started, it's the farm that they were renting from the guy, so or the landlord, and that's what they did. And that's I don't know how it actually got started, but because I couldn't remember any of that stuff anymore.
Of course, right.
Wasn't old enough. So, but ever since I can remember, we always had cattle. We've always fed cattle, so we just kept right on doing it.
When you were younger, how would you handle your veterinary care for animals? Obviously, but
well, they always called the local vets come and we either process them there. Or now I haul mine to Milledgeville to get them done. I don't have that many to do, but otherwise you got to pay service call. So it's just as easy to haul them. It's only 12 miles, so.
What would look like a day in the life of like your cow? Like what are they doing?
Eat and sleep.
Right.
like, are you the one that takes care of them, or do you have someone that's hired to take care of them?
Yeah.
My cows are the ones that the guy works for.
Your cows.
I take care of my cows.
So
Okay.
how do you like? I told her to ask, but I don't think you got what I was saying.
No.
What do you have to do daily? Like,
For them.
When they're on pasture, nothing. Basically, I go down and check, make sure the fences are still working, and I feed
No
protein.
runaway cows.
You don't want cows getting out. I've had them out before. I've
Yeah.
had them stand in the middle of this bridge.
Oh.
That was after I weaned, and it took me 2 days to find out where that cow got out. They went through the creek crossing or
Oh.
gates. He pushed it up, so then I had to put a hot wire across it. But yeah,
Figure
the
that
neighbor
one out.
called me and said they were standing in the middle of the bridge, and I was about ready to get off work anyway. I said I'll be there in 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
by that time I got here, they had him up behind the shed up here. So
I know my grandpa said that his cattle have gotten out. He doesn't have any now, but when he was in his prime for farming, he said there was a few times where the cattle have gotten out.
yeah, you don't want that to happen because if somebody hits it, then they're going to sue
Yeah.
you for it. That's why you carry insurance on them. But
My
brother
grandpa said,
lost. Well, they found him. It took a day or better. He went up to feed calves
Mhm.
at another farm that he had, or place that he kept them, and something spooked them, and they went through the end of the barn boards and just knocked them all off. Nowhere to be found.
Oh.
Actually found them where they ended up coming. Well, he just lives 5 miles this way. We found him up on Penrose Road.
Oh,
That's 5 miles.
it's a little haul for him.
And how he got lucky, well, he's always, when he drove into the pasture, when he was checking cows, they got used to the sound of his truck. And he was feeding them a little bit.
Yeah.
They were over by Jacob Brothers, out in the field, middle of the bean field. And he couldn't figure out how he was going to get them out, but they had an empty pen right there, so he had the truck and trailer. Then he had a bucket in the back, rattled the bucket, and they came to the bucket like they were going to
Very
get fed.
food driven.
Yep.
I can relate.
They'll do that, and he got him in. I mean, they looked all day for him, and then finally late in the afternoon, he seen him when he was coming home from Milledgeville.
Yeah.
And he got him put in, and then we went and got him loaded up and hauled back to where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, my grandpa's had. I think there was this one story where my grandpa had one of them hit on Route 30, and it was not dead. So they kind of just had to. The police were like calling him and stuff like that because he didn't know. And my grandpa was like, "Hey, just shoot her, like get her out of her misery." And they were like, "No, no, no, she has a chance." And no.
If they aren't too bad, you can take them. Well,
Yeah, this one was a little. This one was not going to survive. It was just suffering at that point.
sometimes depending on where, you could take it to the butcher shop right away. But the inspector's got to be there to
Yeah.
inspect it before they can do
Mhm.
anything.
Do you believe that animal care has changed over the years? Like different practices of taking care of them?
Yeah, it has somewhat changed a little bit. I mean, some of it not for the better, but
Yeah.
I know that, and this is only from I heard from a guy that would haul cattle or hogs into up there to Rude's up there by the Pines.
Right.
You couldn't use a whip or anything to try to get them out of the trailer or not. But hogs are dumb animals to a certain extent. They're smart in
Right.
some ways, but
Yeah.
we always had trouble loading them. And
Mhm.
if they seen you doing anything that they didn't like up there, you didn't haul in there anymore. So
Yeah.
they just quit hauling those. So
Right.
most time cattle, if you get them loaded, getting them off the truck is not usually a problem.
Yeah. What's something you believe most people do not understand about farming?
Yeah. And single out anyway, but most of the people that live in town don't know where their food comes from.
Yeah. Agreed.
I mean, it's been quite a few years ago, and you guys probably won't remember that, but they were trying to boycott grocery stores and everything. Well, we just go to the grocery store and get our food. Okay, where does it come from? It comes from the farmers, and that's what they were
Right.
giving all kinds of stuff about that. Well, that I think has, for the most part, has changed and gone the other way. Like,
Yeah.
finally got that figured out right. But yeah, you just go to the grocery store and pick it up. Okay, where's the grocery store get it?
Farms.
Mm-hmm. And I just seen
Not
yesterday.
just boycotting the grocery store. You're
Yeah.
affecting it.
Farming is the cornerstone of America. I'll tell you that much.
Just seen a T-shirt in Iowa Machine Shed yesterday when we were there for breakfast. That if you ate here today, thank a farmer. So.
What keeps you going during?
You might as well just wait to ask.
Yeah,
the
literally.
question.
Alrighty. What would keep your family going during the hard seasons?
Well, just struggling to get through it, I guess. I mean, my dad would have kept farming, but we rented the farm. We didn't own it,
Mm-hmm.
and the landowner ended up selling it.
Yeah.
So, and he couldn't find another place to go
Right.
to rent. We did have an offer, but he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So it was basically got out of farming for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I probably would have taken over the family farm, or well, kept on farming that farm.
Yeah. What's the best thing you think you taught your kids about farming?
But you got to work hard to keep it all going.
Mm-hmm.
My kids didn't go through 4-H; they all went through scouting.
Yeah.
But which isn't a bad program because they found out 2 of them got Eagle Scouts, and they found out that'll help you get a job if you're an Eagle Scout
Yeah.
quicker than somebody else would because of the different trainings and stuff. I mean, I wasn't in Scouts. I did go a couple meetings, but I was in 4-H, and I was 4-H leader too. So just a matter of now all 3 kids were involved in farming,
Mm-hmm.
agriculture, all for the same company now.
What company?
All the first cat
Ah.
dealer. 2 of them here in Rock Falls and 1 in Iowa now. He just joined. It's been a month, probably about a month ago.
That's good.
He just joined out there. Otherwise, he was involved with the River Valley Co-op. He was a manager of fertilizer in Sunbury.
What did you love most about farming?
Being able to be outside.
Right. How do you handle drought or flooding?
We've had both here. There's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Right.
You just got to ride it out and hopefully
Right.
it straightens out. I mean, we haven't had any flooding, really bad flooding here for quite a few years. But I have had, my cows have been underwater.
Yeah.
One part of the pasture has got a high spot. If they're on that side of the creek when it comes up, they're fine. But I've had them on the other side, and I've had the darn cows go across the creek, and the one went under. And she came back up snorting. We had ding dong, don't try and go across there when it's flowing like. I mean, it was out all over down there. I was in knee deep water just to try to get to them.
Yeah.
But we haven't had that for a while because that'll take my fences out. and
Knock on
everything
wood.
else. Yeah, we don't need that kind of stuff. Because this creek gets pretty wild if we get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Same as the Elkhorn, that get all out all over too.
I don't know what creek runs through my neighborhood. I don't know. It's always just kind of low. It's not really a.
I know this is Sugar Creek, and it starts up by Woosong. I get on the map and look to see where it actually started.
Yeah.
And then if you start to look to see how much watershed comes into there,
Yeah.
I had
Let's see what.
a chunk of waterways that I was making hay off of. Those waterways are wide. They're 90 feet wide. That one year,
He's back.
my hay was about ready to make in that waterway. It wasn't quite dry enough. Well,
Oh.
that night they got 5 inches of rain up to the north of that, and that waterway was 100 foot wide coming down through the water. Washed all my hay out of the waterways. I didn't get any out of it. It all washed down into the neighbors.
I would be very frustrated.
I just go back to that.
Yeah.
This is a later problem.
That was probably 20 big round bales
Wow.
got washed away.
Deer Creek. That's what runs through my grandpa's and my neighborhood. I've fallen in a few times, but it's not. Yeah. There's no animals getting trapped. No, there was. My mom had a horse pass away because it couldn't get out of the creek when it was storming. Because they had like all their like buildings and silos and all that away from their pasture. It was, I don't know, probably like a mile, just kind of you cut across the field through the waterways their pasture was, and there was a big like swampy kind of creek back there, and her horse got stuck in it and passed away.
Stuck in the mud.
Yep. Yeah, it was sad. I don't think we have anything else.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to say?
Now it's your famous last words.
Are you guys all planning on staying in an agricultural field?
Yeah. Juliet?
Are you planning on doing that?
Yeah, camera woman. Well, thanks for letting us come interview you.
Yeah.